Only really matters for the Dota TV.
Yeah.
I think it'd be chill.
No, you're right. I mean, toggling the Moonduck stream sucks, but for this coverage, I mean, we can do whatever the hell we want. I mean, it's all good. Twitch and whatnot. But no, we got a good one here. We got El Clasico, Alliance versus Navi. I'm still slurping down the last of my noodles, but Trent, what do we got here? First pick was, man, I'm glad we talked about this earlier because we were just mentioning how it's ignored until it's kind of regarded as a pocket pick almost.
Even in that sentence, I said, unless you're playing Alliance, because everyone's been first banning it against Alliance still. And yet, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
They let it go through. So Navi answered back with the Ogre and the Slider.
All right, well,
Interesting for the Ogre.
What, you don't like the first pick Ogre? You were hyping up the big boy last game.
I like him in situations where he has his friends and stuff. Now it just, to me, it seems like for the rest of your draft now, you have to look towards heroes that are really nice at that, so Alliance can kind of ban some of those out. He's tanky, which is nice against like relocate ganks, kind of. That like maybe he can just be annoying, and you won't have time to like focus down on him or something like that. But he doesn't have the best like IO counter stuff. Like he's not Disruptor or Witch Doctor or something.
Yeah, I mean
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And now, like, they just go Lifestealer, so, like, they have Feast up against him, too. And now they have 3-man relocate ganks where you just infest in someone and then relocate the other person.
It's still a strong opener in terms of control, though. And you've got
yeah,
great stun from the Ogre, great slow from the Ogre, and then, of course, Slardar, who is presumably in the off lane, but a little bit of flexibility there. They could do, like, a, you know, aggro try or something. I mean, I guess double melee aggro try is pretty rare, but they have some options here.
Yeah,
so
it should be, I would say, an
coming
off
into
lane.
this, I mean, this is like, you know, classic matchup. These teams have changed a lot over the years. Alliance are favorites coming into this matchup in a 1v1 head-to-head in our current state, right?
Yeah. Actually, I think Navi are, in terms of like, placements and stuff lately.
Because I saw that, I mean, I would say they're relatively even,
earlier,
and then I saw that thing of Secret stomping them earlier, and that makes me wonder, like, wow, is Secret just that far ahead of them? Or, like, you know, I didn't see the game, so who knows what happened, but...
I think Navi were in really good form leading up to TI. So I feel like they can regain that because they're still the same players. I would hold them in higher regard as opposed to Alliance, who has been... Not that they look bad lately, but just they are still a new roster. So they need to, you know, load an EGM, of course, still there, but Jonas Fan, Limp, and Hanskin gelling better than I anticipated. And honestly, Limp's been looking very nice. Jonas Fan able to play. And his axe is still left in the pool, by the way. That didn't get banned out. How does that not get banned? The hell? I guess they just go Winter Wyvern for Seneko, so I guess it's not that bad. But I'm still surprised.
Yeah. Well, one thing to keep in mind with this team gelling, I mean, it's weird not having Ake alongside Loda, but, you know, Hanskin, Limp, and Jonas have all played, like, those three have known each other for a super long time. And they've been plugged into that, like, Swedish Dota circle where they've, you know, subbed with each other. There have been times where Alliance has gone through a state of flux when people, you know, are on holiday and they kind of tap into this pool of players. So it's definitely... This group knows each other. Like, they're all, like, Han OGs as well. Like, every single one of these players played Han for a while. Yeah. And EGM is... Did EGM play Han?
I don't know.
Was he a Han guy? That's the one I'm not sure about. But the others are, like, you know, super Han-y. Winter Wyvern Drow Ranger here for Navi. No hesitation as Witch Doctor is the third pick for Alliance. So, do you like the Winter Wyvern against Wisp? That is definitely a quality support.
Yep. And also Seneko's like signature hero. So do you just axe right now? What else is left if they don't axe? Relocate. Tidehunter's okay. And Nyx Assassin is still decent. I don't think he's super good, but he's not bad. But it sets up relocates nicely. So probably Nyx or axe, and then we're left with the mid lane hero. They have an IO. Alchemist is banned out. They could still go for some sort of a cheesy Huskar strategy right now, but I don't think that's going to happen because there's a Drow lineup on Nodus and Seer, so don't worry about that one.
This is kind of a tough pick, actually.
Storm is the go-to. Not bad. You might get Curse, though, which is kind of scary. So you have like the instant curse of cast of Curse, and then you have the silence from the Drow, and then you have Slardar stun.
I do like the idea of Storm, though. Somebody that's very mobile, can jump in the back line. Be very irritating.
Tiny's still there. It's Limp's signature hero as well. Jeez, how did I miss that?
And
Ooh.
Yeah, that
Let's
could
do
work.
it.
You know,
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you could infest bomb, relocate, you know, alongside a Tiny. Good call. There it is. So probably the dual lane mid, Life Stealer, Witch Doctor, safe lane. Then we're looking at the Jonas hero here, last pick.
Axe has to be. If you go Nyx, you could get zoned out of the lane, then you've nowhere to go. But but then again, you can't solo any. Well, okay. Oh, this is a tough call. I think you have to pick Axe because. Well, I guess they can just ban it.
But let's say they ban Axe here, and he picks up Nyx. Even though these supports can zone pretty well with the Tiny Wisp mid, whatever Navi pick mid, it's going to pull the attention of some of the supports. There's no way they're both going to be.
They could pick a hero that doesn't need help, like a Viper or some shit, who can like handle Tiny IO. And then if the supports don't have to rotate mid, then Nyx can't do anything.
Okay, yeah. I mean, are there any other heroes besides Viper that can achieve that?
Bristleback.
Ooh,
but he doesn't sync well with Drow lineups.
Especially given they already have
Bloodlust.
2 melee. I don't know about the Bristle. The Viper, though. I mean, are Navi playing Viper? Is that, like, even on the radar?
SCA teams are still banning it, but I don't think China's still banning it. China's all about the slider, man. They're all up on the fish, man.
Really?
I'm down with China right now. I think China's got a really good hold on the meta. Legion, that's a good ban, too. Could have jungled just as fast as an Axe, and has the overwhelming odds up against a Drow lineup.
Yeah,
and works really nicely with relocate. Man, that's way better than an Axe ban.
Is it? Yeah, it has some potential. I think the Jonas Axe is pretty scary though. He's particularly strong on that hero.
I think he's like 3rd best Legion in the world though.
Yeah,
or maybe 2nd best now. I don't know.
I was gonna say I feel like Legion's a little hard to execute with, but with like relocates, with Tiny and infest bombs, actually it would be a really good Legion game. They could find kills left and right. Storm Spirit final ban by Alliance. Okay. So
that Viper actually looks so tempting with the Life Stealer too.
10 seconds
is
remaining.
the pick for Alliance? Nyx Axe, Dark Seer is still in the pool. Beastmaster also still in the pool. They go Doom.
Navi's turn to pick.
The hell? Why are they dooming? Who are you dooming this game? What an odd pick.
Yeah, that's kind of peculiar.
So like Shadowblade Doom, I guess. Must be the build here.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
I don't know what to say.
Shadowblade and
Slider,
Fest Bombs.
5 seconds remaining.
Run in the back line, Doom the Drow. Take the Winter Wyvern out of the fight. I mean, it's kind of neat.
10 seconds remaining.
Viper, Razor, TA. Okay, super low armor Doom. Tiny has super low armor too. You know that the Doom can't contest. Like even 1v2, Doom's gonna have kind of a hard time. So you're fine with being like this is why Storm Spirit would have still worked too, right? Because like they would have they didn't plan on picking a like I guess a contesting hero would be the best way to put it. Someone who can just like go top and draw all that attention. So you knew his support's gonna be mid anyway. So Seneko or Art Style can hang out. TA is very nice here. TA is super
I kind of
good
get where you're coming from.
IO, Tiny, and Doom.
TA needs help, but the Doom is just one of those offlaners that. I mean, I'm curious how Jonas is going to play this. If he's going to go like play more of sort of like that 4-style Doom and then just poke into the lane for XP.
I have no idea.
Like, is he going to roam, or is he going to stay like focused on farm, or is he going to try to focus on the lane? Like, it seems like a peculiar pick here, and one that doesn't have the most flexibility. All right, predictions. Da, 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 da.
Like 25 minutes. I'm gonna whatever. What? Smoke Gang? These are hard, man.
Smoke Gank by 25.
Like, what's a Smoke Gank kill? Does only the first guy count as a Smoke Gank kill? Or, like, if you get a double kill, is it 2 kills?
I'm going to go 3 to 5. 25 minutes sounds like a long time. Total number of Smoke Gank kills at the end of the game. What the fuck?
See what I mean? Like, this is hard.
I'm going to go 5 to 8, I guess. What is the average smoke per game? Like, what do most teams average in that?
I would say, like, well, I mean, the easiest way to do the math on that would just be the cooldown or whatever, right? So it restocks. If you buy them all off the start, I would say like 7 or 8. Maybe not.
But
7
that's just
smokes,
smokes used. These are smokes that turn into kills.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, team with the first tower kill. Probably Navi.
I guess that's both teams combined, though. I'm going to go with 5 to 8. That seems safe for 2 teams.
Most observer wards by the end of the game. What the
Yeah, these are impossible.
I guess Alliance? I mean,
I picked Navi because I don't have faith in this Doom pick, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
I honestly, I feel like that last one's a crapshoot. It's more, which team do you think is going to win? And I guess you would, like, is the winning team likely to plant more wards, though? Like, sometimes I could see a scenario where the defending team is, like, constantly maxing out wards because vision is more of a priority for, like, for the winning team, they can focus more on farm, and for the losing team, they're focusing more on dodging ganks.
Look what Shiraz's doing. He's like, oh, did you want this camp, Mr. Doom? That's too bad. I'm just going to stand here and block it. They have the ward down, too, so they know if anyone else is coming. Let's immediately run at him.
Well,
give him that ignite damage.
It's a 2-on-2 here in the mid lane. Yeah, Jonas going to take some blows.
Look how much damage he just took, dude. Doom sucks. 1 HP regen against this ogre? Like, good luck. Get out of my lane.
And he went Iron Talon first item. So he's going to be committed to farming. Yeah, you have to jungle. Okay. Well, I was thinking, like, if you want to lane, like, there could be some kind of a weird world where you're, like, double mango stout shield with a witch doctor or something. Like, yeah, I mean, there's
I thought
options.
Maybe they do that because, like, obviously Lifesteal's gonna be fine against Slardar, so I thought maybe they'd send the witch doctor top with him, and maybe they'll still do that once General rotates out.
Yeah,
but
so like, if you want to stick in the lane, you can kind of deal with that. But going Iron Town, you can't even show in lane without boots or stout shield. You just get beat down. You don't have any armor. I mean, you look cool, but you're weaker than shit.
Yeah, TA is just... If Denny gets off to a good start and gets like a Deso, well, it'll probably be Blink first anyway because of how low their armor is again. But if he just like gets a fast Deso, gets a couple kills on this Io and this Witch Doctor, and then into a Blink Dagger, he's just going to annihilate these heroes.
Yeah.
Did miss a CS there though. Come on, Dendo.
General down bottom, he is in Strug City, man. Still level 1.
He can't even contest this like with an Io.
Well, he's going to try, but
what a player.
Nice invisibility snag. Lucky of all the runes to pop there. But he's still, I mean, level 1, 0 last hits. This is what we're talking about in terms of zoned out offlaner.
What a strange pick.
Like, they even dropped down a sentry ward here. Look at EGM. Unrelenting. He's like, you want to get near the creeps, son?
Both offlaners getting owned here. At least Slardar, like, is a hero. I don't know.
Doom's about to just die to neutrals. That was... Okay, no, well... He had unreliable, so that wasn't like... I'm not sure if that was tactical. I feel like he saw that coming, but...
Bought a tango.
Oh, weird, man. So weird.
This is an odd laning stage, to say the least.
What is happening?
Denny's tough to burst down here, too. Like, it's actually kind of cool to have. As long as you have a support, it's fine for a TA, but, like, that non-stop harass and stuff from a Tiny, it's obviously so telegraphed when it comes to, like, the tosses and stuff that you can always get off for fraction. And then, like, they have decent rune control because they have Winter Wyvern and Ogre, so Bam is tough from Hanskin, too.
Yeah. The mid lane
Top
is
lane.
pretty close to a break-even so far. Like, the CS is within 1 or 2. Seems like pretty even pressure.
I feel like Navi should have just blocked this. Like, and then just leave Artstyle to go mid. And then Doom can never come up. Like, why not just put a ward down and block off this camp?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Artstyle wouldn't even have to be here.
And it's giving this Doom a way to even think about some precious experience.
Oh, he dead. Oh, first blood top bottom first, but Jonas fans should be going...
Okay, I was watching top as well, so... Slardar, let's see what happened down bottom. Who actually got the first blood? It was the lifestealer. Looks like
he got
a pretty
cast
easy
and
setup.
addicted, so...
But back up top, Jonas will be chased down. Ditya with those frost arrows should be able to get this. Oh, God. A little bit close for comfort. Denied the first blood, but still nice setup for Navi up top. This game is like oddly even. Both offlaners dying, both safe laners having a good time. Mid, focused dual lane with a lot of damage back and forth, but neither side really able to get anyone in kill territory. It's kind of a cool stalemate. I feel like you don't really see laning stages this symmetric very often.
Andrew, Ditya just had a chance. All right. Okay, whew, I got scared. He walked to the shop like he was gonna buy treads, and then he walked back, and like he changed his mind. And I was for a second, just for a moment, briefly worried that he was about to buy a Midas. Because he was just sitting there, and he was like, oh, well, I mean, I have 900 gold.
Dendi mid. Oh, he gets healed up, but he's taking tower shots. He takes some magical burst damage, and he will fall. Double damage TA. Dies to the tower. Wisp for TA. I don't know if that one's worth it. Dendi didn't even get credit for the kill.
That ain't worth.
Pretty big man up. Meanwhile, up top, Drow Ranger getting chased down by Jonas, but I think this one may go the other way. Ditya, knowing his limits here, he's got 3 points in those frosty
this neutral
arrows.
creep, though.
Uh-oh, this neutral creep's messing him up, and so are the Wisp balls. He's about to die. One more. He can't get it. The Doom's too goddamn slow, but Handskin, he goes in, he finds the last auto attack, and Art Style will chase him down. He gives him the fiery club.
Wait, did he cancel the tether?
Apparently. Or the creep, like, that was weird. I don't know. Maybe, I'm not sure what happened.
I don't know what happened either.
Sometimes if the unit you're tethering to is moving, you can get in range for the tether to be cast, and then it snaps immediately like that. But usually it's when you're trying to tether to like a chasing target that's faster than you, and you catch them on a corner or something. I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh, either way, he goes down.
Yep. And even with this Doom dying up top, Loader, #1 on net worth.
I mean, to his credit, Doom is still further ahead than this Slider.
That's true.
General's just doing Iron Town things. Like, now he's resigned himself to the jungle. Didn't even really put any pressure down there, though. Like, Lifesteal still got all the farm in the world. So I don't know about him. And, I mean, bash all one on the Doom and stuff, but same problems for the Slider. Just Slider's a more common hero. Like, Doom's almost level 6. Like, he's got levels. So some of his stuff has been working out.
Yeah, this is one of these awful... This reminds me of kind of that Ice 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 style, where he's died 3 times, but he's really gotten a lot out of this. He just now hits level 6. He's got a Tornado. Like, it's sort of been worth it. Now they're going to go in on the Drow Ranger. The Cask only finds 1 bounce, but with the Doom, the Wisp Balls, the right clicks, and the Scorched Earth, Ogre finds the deny. Art Style, what a player. Ogs McGee coming in for the win. Wow, that was well timed. There was a lot of damage coming his way. That was close.
5 viewers have received a prize for that. That's a pretty sick prize. I would like that item.
I feel like 5 viewers is kind of a lot. There must be a lot of people watching this.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. Congratulations. Sell that thing on the market, get your money.
So is it still, if you get an item like that, it's like signed by the match in the particular play?
I don't know. I don't even remember if I've gotten any since Reborn.
I don't think I have. It's really rare now. Like, it's...
I used to get all kinds casting like Canada Cup and stuff because there like weren't enough viewers, but you still got them. So I get like 1 a game. It was great.
Yeah, it used to be like not bugged, but it had some weird like bottom threshold. So if there were no viewers, it's like, well, we're just racking up the items.
I've got all these like heroic. I have this awesome board that has like shadows of the past.
I mean, if you think about like the old Dire Tide, like you just every game you get like 2 or 3 new items. Like Jesus Christ, just rolling them in. Jonas, speaking of rolling in, he's gonna be headed to the grave. 4-on-1. The Doombringer will meet his end.
He's been holding that toughness aura too. You saw how long he lasted. Because he had +8 armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
the
nice
Ripper.
one. Nice one to have. Yeah, it's kind of nice for heroes like Doom. Like, you get Tranquil Boots, and now you get your farming item. Iron Talon gives you a little bit of extra armor, and then if you get that extra bit from the toughness aura too, Doom goes from a squishy low armor hero to actually like moderately tanky when you put it all together.
Just doesn't have boulders though. Like, he doesn't have good spells. Just has Tornado. Just does shit all.
Yeah, it's a lot of mana, and he has to stand there and channel it.
Did you choose Navi for the first tower kill?
Let's take a look. Affirmative.
Excellent. Good. I would have been very disappointed in you.
Did you?
Yes. A drow up against the Doom, I would hope. Like, I just assumed that his lane was going to get shit on.
Yeah.
And drow would get the tower, so life is good.
The exact same line of logic. There's no way a tower doesn't fall. They might lose this game and get rolled, but they should still be able to get that tower.
Exactly.
EGM, level 5 on the Witch Doctor. Always a key ultimate there. Not too far away. Sladar, soon to be level 6. He's on his road to recovery.
Art style's level 6, dude. Like,
all right, General.
That's how hard this life is. He's gonna be like buying the tome as the offlane.
It's a bumpy road. All right, he's on the Oregon Trail right now. He broke a tire. His oxen, his gonorrhea. He's in trouble. But he's getting there. Like, these creeps are gonna shove past the tower. Getting level 6 is half the battle, right?
On all these rotations.
Ooh, nice sentry.
Yeah, they can just by the way that he moved, they're like, all right, I think he sees this, guys.
Yeah.
He was holding a smoke, too, on the Ogre, and they would have seen that, so they're like, okay, they're looking to make a play. The three of them are still together. So now the Radiant, like, whenever they don't see the other two, they're just going to be thinking, like, okay, did they smoke up yet? Like, okay, are they here? Because they know that, like, look at the way they're moving right now. This is so telegraphed. They're like, okay, we want to make a play together. Like, if they just back and smoke right now, I think it's a big mistake. Yeah, see, like, what's the point? Like, you know they all smoked.
We'll see.
Like, Drow's missing top. These two heroes are walking around, like, holding each other's genitalias. Wow. Ready to, like, smoke up and attack you.
Smoking a genitalia. We'll see what happens. Loda, all by himself, does not suspect the 4-on-1 coming, and he goes the wrong way. No, silenced. Loda, you fool.
Blade, bro.
Easy one here for Navi, but now the cleanup. Dityara taking a lot of damage. Limpy's got the burst, kills him through the cold embrace, and now Doom comes out on the Slardar. General slithering back and forth with nowhere to go. It's Tiny picking up yet another one. So a nice setup for Navi, but in the end, they are punished. They lose 2 cores for the price of 1.
Yeah, they were definitely ready to respond. Loda goofed a little bit there. I think he probably could have lived, but at the same time, obviously it's a very tough scenario. It was going to be hard either way. Limp gets a Blink Dagger and hasn't revealed it yet. Yo, that was a nice TA trap. Doesn't spawn anything, but maybe they do know the Blink's there.
It looks bugged out on my screen. It's like on top of the trees.
Oh yeah, mine too.
It's weird.
Like a cosmetic or something?
I don't know.
Like special traps now, doesn't she? No, I don't think it has one.
The immortal weapon, does it have that?
I have no idea. I think it just makes their side blades look baller, which they do.
I like her. The shoulders that she has. Gift from Time to Change Myself. That's a sick handle right there. Time to change myself. I've been a bad panda. Roche falls to the Dire. That's one of the great things about a level 6 Slardar on your team. You get that amp damage, and Slardar helps set it up for the TA. Also the Meld Strike, easy peasy. Dendy gets the Aegis, and he will go into a Desolator first, it looks like.
I think it's going to be Blink. He just wasn't at the shop.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
It makes more sense with General not having his yet, especially.
Yeah. Mid lane. Uh-oh, set up here on the Winter Wyvern.
So close to level 6.
5-on-1. That actually could have been a sick turnaround if he had it.
Time to death ball. Blink on Limp. Jump in, kill one person, get an aura up on the Doom. He's building into the Vlads, as one would expect up against a Drow lineup.
But hey, it's winter time in Navi land. This snowball's rolling.
Yeah, that's true. Tome's up, level 6 Winter Wyvern. Only thing they're missing is the Blink on General, and he's farming his way to that as fast as he can. Wouldn't be too surprised to see them give him some lane priority at some point, but with the Aegis, they just, like, Alliance are playing this completely correctly, though. Like, just trade. Like, why would I fight you when you guys have Aegis when I can push towers just as fast with my Tiny?
Alliance are also doing a good job reacting with their advantage. Like, they've got Blink Dagger on Tiny now. They have relocate up. That last fight, you know, yeah, sure, they lost Loda, but they got 2 kills in exchange. Now they're getting this tier 1 up top. They will lose the tier 2 down bottom in trade, but overall, this is really not too bad. Total tower count is 3-2. Navi with the lead. For 13 minutes against the Joust strat, that ain't too shabby.
Jonas is in risky territory considering where they all just were.
He sure is.
I'm honestly surprised he's even walking there, but he'll end up living.
Observer Ward behind the tower scouts him out, but they won't go for an initiation. The Wyvern, now level 6, so we've got Winter's Curse to work with. Damn, this Ogre's level. Look at this Ogre build, by the way. Max Bloodlust. I'm liking it.
Oh yeah, this is the build for sure. I think
good
this is
shit.
what you should always do.
Well-
Maybe not in your pubs, probably, but in a professional setting, it's almost always max bloodlust.
Radiant's middle
It's the
tower
play.
is
Even,
I
like,
don't, I don't like his 2 though. in
I don't know
Bloodlust.
about the value. Like, I think putting emphasis on Bloodlust, yes. Completely maxing it out at level 1. Like, I think level 2 Ignite at 3 can be pretty fucking good in some games, dude. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it depends on the offlaner. When it was this Doom,
Yes.
like he didn't even need it, so it was just like
Yes, that's
fine.
That's true. Situational, but
yeah.
yeah, I think
Good
I've
sentry.
seen some games where it's like level 5, level 3 Ignite, and it does damage, dude. 7 seconds with 25% slow.
Look at this ogre.
Yeah, dude. It's not. That's half
He
his
just got
HP.
comboed.
He's good. He's got all that extra padding, man. You can't hurt him. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Now I see
Oh,
Ogre, and
that's
I just
Did you see that?
Dendy, he's in trouble. Is he gonna survive this? He gets off a refraction, but they've got a lot of follow-up damage. The Sentry Ward comes down. It's the end of the Aegis. Now Seneko maybe looking for the winner's curse. Perhaps not. They relocated out, and I'm not sure why.
I guess they thought the Winter's Curse was coming. Yeah.
Maybe it
The only
was.
explanation.
I think that was probably a really clutch play. It just looked kind of awkward in the heat of the moment.
I completely agree with you. In fact, Limp's now ready with the Blink Dagger and a Life Stealer. They know where the Slider went, but I don't think they can catch him. He's too slippery.
Come on, you sneaky
the
snake.
Ukes. The Ukes.
That was actually sick. General just... He's hiding.
Broke
Look at
some
this guy.
ankles, dude. Without any ankles.
Jesse Owens over here. Jesus. Every time I see Ogre now, I hear those voices, I just think of Owen and Sheever.
Oh, I need to watch that. That's
You
right.
haven't seen that
I
yet?
was away
My
for
God.
that. No, and I heard it was the funniest one yet.
Oh, it's by far the best D&D episode we've done. It's
Oh, excellent. That's
because
exciting.
you know
I was
so
looking
far
forward to
we
that.
we don't script very much of it. Slacks has like down bottom, Life Stealer. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice insta give here for the Dire.
Oh,
No,
no,
armlet toggle.
Oh, Loda!
What?
No longer Lolda.
What?
a player? Oh, 3 heroes.
Oh,
no
now
problem.
Handskin and a double cast from Ogre McGee to top it off. Oh boy.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Limp's
matter.
coming
Loda's a
in.
god.
Maybe
It's
the
fine.
trade. General on the run.
Doom.
Jonas looking
Oh,
for the
cancel.
Doom. He can't get it. He gets fogged. Raising that sword. The cast point's a bit too long. Dude, that was sick.
That was actually crazy, dude.
Armlet, the ultimate value item. Like, jeez.
It's the best. It's like, it's gotta be the highest skill item in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the plays you can make.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's sick. It's like one of those things that you used to like pick Wraith King in pubs and go armlet. If you're good with that, you can just run over people with the most one-dimensional hero in Dota. It's
Oh man, I had the funnest Wraith King game the other day. I was playing with Knoxville, Scant, Gareth, and someone else who I forget. Shout out to whoever the hell you were. But they had a lone druid on the enemy team and some other tanky heroes. But do you know his crit? Like, you know how you get that bonus crit on neutrals now as Wraith King?
Mm-hmm.
It works on hero units. So when I saw the lone druid, I decided to go Wraith King because I knew about that like interaction. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but he's just gonna be critting this lone druid bear. It was so funny. He just like blow it up.
wow.
It gives like 4 times crit damage to like lone druid bear.
That's stupid.
It's actually so broken.
And probably intentional because Wraith King. I mean, no, maybe not. I don't know. Like
I
they're
love-
both
it's
dumpster.
a hero unit, right? Like it's
Yeah. It's like Wraith
hero
King could
summon
use
or
some
whatever.
buffs, but I don't know that Lone Druid is particularly strong right now. That seems like too hard of a one-to-one
pretty
counter
great.
for no reason.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Navi
Thanks,
smoked
Valve.
up. Uh-oh. Could have a 5-on-3 here. Alliance maybe in
3-man
trouble. It
crush.
gets broken, but General, he whiffs it. He doesn't hit any of them. Oh, no, but Loda taking huge damage from Dendy. He jumps inside. Infest might be enough to save him. Now the relocate, perhaps the turn the other way, but Dityara still pretty much unchecked, laying in the frost arrows. Doom's already been used. Shadow Amulet coming in handy. Witch Doctor, the only one dead so far, but now Limp jumps onto the drow, and they'll go 1 for 1. Dendy comes back in, Crush this time, sets it up onto Doom, and now Limp on the run. Tosses a creep back in. The poor Kobold will die, and Limp will follow shortly after. It ends up being a good fight for Navi, a 1 for 3. Almost a 1 for 5. The 2 surviving heroes on Alliance. Very low HP.
I can't believe they just won a fight where they whiffed the first crush and solo winner cursed a witch doctor. That's incredible. Like, that's,
Yeah.
that's actually unreal.
And not only did they... Oh, God, dude, that crush was...
I mean, I understand it. Like, he doesn't have the vision we do, right? Like, he
Yeah.
had to, smoke gets popped. There's no one in his immediate vicinity. That is the most, like, high percentage chance you're going to get
Well,
it. It was just super unfortunate
I wish I
timing
had the
around the
replay
wraparound.
because it looks like, you know, they come high ground, smoke breaks right here. They're all standing right here, and then
No, they were here.
They
when
were
it broke.
so they're behind the trees.
And
Okay.
so he's wrapping around at the exact moment he blinks into here because he assumes that's where they are. So he was correct, but it was just the slight like quarter-second timing.
Okay, so this tree actually did fog them. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just tunnel visioning here with my Gosu vision. So he was trying to like intercept their path and like kind of blinked over where they were and just barely misjudged it. I got it. All right.
Yeah.
Noble effort. Tough break, but it works out in the end.
Now, Radiant looking to get aggressive, but look at the dire. They're like, hey, guys, I think they might be smoking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Killing in base, doing nothing.
Limp has the Aghanims now. He's uprooted the Whomping Willow.
Oh, nice one.
Really, it looks like the Whomping Willow. It's a big-ass tree he's got there.
The Crystal Dryad item, I believe it is called.
Isn't that the old Star Ladder item?
No, that's the Star Ladder set. The item, I think, was an immortal from like a compendium or something.
Oh.
Had the ancient mage but known what corruption his scepter would inflict upon the world, he would have burned and buried it, and sown salt over its cursed grave. For when carried in a fist of stone, Aghanim's scepter unleashes the spirit of the Crystal Dryad, and no foe is safe. Wow, that's some hefty lore.
That really
I didn't even
is.
know people type lore that long anymore.
That's immortal level lore, dude. Have
It's
some
deserving.
respect.
What about the monkey? Does it have cool lore?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, wow, it does. It's actually long. From the tree tops, bonkers watched. That's the first sentence. From the treetops, bonkers watched. I'm not even going to finish it. That's all I care about. All right. Well, bonkers. Still watching. Shadowblade for the Drow. Did Doom ever get a Shadowblade yet? Nah, he just has drums Vlads.
Negative. I like that little monkey cosmetic. I play a fair bit of Witch Doctor, and I like the sound the coconut makes. I thought that was a good one.
I'm jealous of his frog, dude.
Yeah. It also kind of fits Witch Doctor because, you know, he's like tropical and Jamaican, so it's like reasonable that he would have access to coconuts.
I don't think they are going to do anything about this Roche.
I don't think so either. They're going to let it go. They are not in a position to contest, although honestly, they have everything up. They probably could have had they been privy. Blink Dagger Deso up on Dandy, and probably a BKB on the way, Ogre Club.
Movement speed increased by 16% and attack speed increased by 60. Woo! That's so fast. Look at him shredding these waves.
Yeah? Are you ogling the bloodlust?
Yeah, man. Too good.
Good old Ogre. You know, I actually did play Ogre in a couple games after you told me, like, dude, he's a great low-tier pub hero. You just fucking run at people. Get an oov, get some raindrops, and just go hit them. And it actually works. Like, you just...
Yeah.
It's
very good.
Don't overthink it. You don't need to get fancy. Just find enemy, right-click enemy, and sit there. Maybe throw fire occasionally. And
tell your carries who to pick as well. Oh, you guys out there that want to win some MMR. Just tell them who to pick. Just be like, yo, just play TA. Or play, like, just make them pick something you can bloodlust.
Oh, the toss back almost gets him, but it's a creep.
Oh, double crush on the high ground.
Yep. Will there be follow-up, though? Relocate out.
Nice
Dendy
save.
ready to fight. They go in. They destroy EGM.
Doom would have got annihilated there with the amplified damage.
Yeah. Low
Oh,
ground.
that was a huge
Tiny
relocate.
takes a silence. Now they relocate back, though. He brings his friend with him. Stomp on 2. Tiny Wisp destroyed by the Drow Ranger. That one might have been a mistake. That poor Tiny, man.
How tilted do you think Limp is after that?
Yeah, that one's pretty brutal. That's like...
I mean, there must have been, because they have no BKBs, right? So the play must have been, okay, I'm going to relocate you back in, and you just immediately avalanche, but they missed the timing. Because it would have been a 5-man avalanche, I'm pretty sure.
It was also just well timed by the Slardar. He was
that's
ready
what I'm
and
saying.
waiting.
Like, General just out-timed them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they still have Aegis, of course, on Dendy. He jumps in. EGM takes the brunt of the burst. Radiant, they've already glyphed it. Now the Deso putting in some... Man, we're 23 minutes in. Navi. Is there a barracks prediction this game? I sure hope not. Dendy initiated on now, open wounds, but it's General is ready to crush. Drow Ranger up on the high ground, laying in the arrows onto the Doom. He's getting low. Dendy will fall, but remember, he's got the Aegis. Death Ward's starting to lay in some damage. Well done by EGM. Drow Ranger takes the Doom, and it will be the end of her. Now Dendy on the run, probably not getting out of this one. Refraction will expire. Glimmer Cape buys him some time, but he can't get off the blink. They've got the stuns. They've got the AoE damage. They've got everything except detection. Blink, Dendy. Blink, he can't blink. Oh, he's got the refraction. They've got the detection. Dendy dies.
Jeez. Thanks, Courier.
That was
locating forward on the art style.
Oh, shit, they're going to get another. Yeah, all right, Alliance. Wow, more than a sign of life. They get a full cleanup.
That is a huge swap of gold.
5K net worth swing. Hey there, ho there, hi there, neighbor.
Witness Curse kills EGM for a solo kill for Seneko. Well, Glimmer. Oh, the juke back. Yo, Seneko. What? This guy's so good at Winter Wyvern, honestly. Holy shit, he's going to live.
Yep.
What a friggin' player.
All right, pretty slick.
Okay,
so there were zero
smoke
smoke
ganks. All right, so we're just saying minutes. 0 forever now. Because there must have been one smoke gank.
Were there?
I feel like the coding's just wrong, but I don't really know.
But were there smokes that actually got kills? I know people use smokes, but did they find kills? I can't remember.
Quite a few whiff smokes.
Yeah, I can't think of a specific example, but we're at this is game 5. They're all starting to blur together a little bit, you know. The lines are melting here. Desolator up on Loader. Loader and Fader. Uh-oh, I missed a kill on Io because I was ogling Oda. I like this mask on the Lifestealer. It makes him look very demonic.
I also seen China Lifestealer?
I have, but I can't remember what he looks like off the top of my... Is he wearing just like a mask? That's what they do for a lot of them. It's like a Bane mask. Shadow Demon has one too. It literally looks like just... And Vlad's Offering, the little item icon, looks different.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have the... Let me look at it. I think it's the same, except it doesn't have the teeth. They just basically, literally like Bane, not the purple, not Antropos, fucking Batman Bane. It would be very painful. That guy, that fucking mask. They just put that on every hero.
Is it Tom Hardy who plays him?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Might be. I actually don't know.
Well,
Deckard Cain reincarnate.
That's actually... I mean, they just went from almost losing racks to a giant pushback here. Wait, so I'm pretty surprised.
Riddle me this, Trent. Let's pull up the gold graph. So
yeah, that
was a 5K net worth swing. They were behind by 5K before the start, and now on the graph it is only like a 1K difference. How is that?
What are you talking about?
The net worth.
It was a 3K swing total. Wasn't it?
I thought it was 3K plus and then minus 1,500 for the losing team. So like 4.5-ish K swing. Maybe I'm misremembering. I'm just totally crazy.
No, 4.5. That sounds... Because that's almost 7K that they were up, and then it went down to about 3, and then now they're just farming faster on the Dire. And they got the kill.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm doing that thing where I'm just rounding, like, oh, yeah, it's near the 5K line. That's 5K, but you're right. It's nearly 7,500. It's like, okay, I get it. I just can't read charts. I'm sorry. That was a bad question. That was not a good use of your analytical abilities, Trent.
Okay, they're not that, deep anyway. That's about as far as I go. Dendy!
Oh, no, he gets tossed back into a Doom.
The Doom. All right. Alley-oop. I like it. That's
clutch. That's just like a showboat kill. Now they relocate. They want more mid. They find art style.
I really like the way they're playing this. Like, relocate for a support. We already killed the TA, so let's just immediately get an and one. TA will be back up, and relocate will be back up. So, like, let's use it right now and get another kill.
Yeah. That's clutch.
Doom's putting in work, too. Now he's a blink.
Like, Alliance plays Wisp so well, and... part of that is like how they've adjusted the style, where I feel like Wisp used to be more about these... I don't know the right way to articulate
this. It used to be all relocate ganks. That's like all...
It's like all relocate ganks, and it's more like big play relocate ganks, like surprise ganks. And this is more just like, it's just an assistance. Like, okay, we got to pick off now, like you said, let's relocate for a support. It's just another little... It feels more like complementary instead of like the driving force.
Like, look right now. He's not tethering Limp, despite Limp attacking a building. Like,
Yeah.
that's so different than old school IO Tiny.
Yeah,
The whole mentality is different.
Yes, exactly. And it's kind of cool to see how it's evolved.
Yeah.
It's also neat to see that we have a team that still like really holds true to this old school hero that like they're like, no, we believe, you know, and they find a way to make it work and adjust the style. Same with kind of the Bat Rider, you know, it's kind of interesting that the game has that level of diversity.
We're very fortunate in Dota.
We are. That's the other thing I took away from that that podcast with Cap and all those other guys was, man, I'm glad I'm working in Dota right now. Jesus Christ, sounds like those league casters got a lot of bullshit they've got to deal with. My God, we're living the dream. We just do whatever we want.
And we're all god awful, so
Yeah.
it's somehow you know, things just keep working out.
Somehow, I don't know, man. You know, there comes a point of like diminishing returns on professionalism where it's cool to have those really big blockbuster events that are like on TV and people don't curse and they all look nice and are color coordinated and shit. But there's some magic that gets lost when, you know, 80% of the Dota you watch is just like stiff dudes in suits that are afraid to curse.
Just saying things like, oh,
you know.
well, now they what item do you think he will purchase here? I'm just like, you know.
Yeah,
That's fine.
you know,
for some
everyone's
stuff,
just
but-
trying to be serious and like one up each other and like protect their brands and like how, you know, like what happened to the days just doing a panel with Grant and Slacks and just fucking around and going go ahoy
Ahoy!
ahoy hey hey, you want to see Mr. Quacker suck me off ahoy. You know, like there's a time and a place for everything, and I'm glad that we have like that mixture.
Oh, thanks for the
dude.
help, guys. We'll amplify damage on Roche.
Here we go. Whoa, Limp with a huge setup. Slardar, he's the one that takes the Doom. And the Witch Doctor, unfortunately, just gets obliterated. But on the other side, Winter's Curse comes down, buys the Slardar a little bit of time. Looking like an okay fight for Alliance. They go 1-for-1, but now the BKB for Ditya is done. Lifestealer looking for a bit more. Nice silence from Ditya, but I fear it won't be enough. Indeed, it won't. They've got a Dust, and the Shadow Blade won't save him this time. Trent, I'm not going to lie. I'm having a little bit of trouble calling my play-by-play with all this bullshit popping up on my stream.
Oh, did you not turn off the stun bars, dude?
No, dude, I keep seeing like
you gotta
rooted
turn 'em
and like
off. No,
right there.
turn 'em
I'm
off.
looking at Slardar, and I couldn't tell who it was at first. I'm like, who
No,
the fuck
it's
just
impossible.
got Doom?
I had to turn them all off.
Could you riddle me this?
Press the arrow in the top left. Press the gears. Press options. And then on the right-hand side, I think it's right here. Disable status text.
Status
right.
text. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the main one. I guess I
Yep.
get rid of damage numbers too. That probably doesn't help.
Yeah, that's all you have to do, though.
But
Yeah,
so
it's
now,
brutal,
is
dude.
this like normal or is it some of the new stuff? I want to see what it looks like now.
It gets rid of the stun bar,
Okay.
thankfully. Yeah, you can't cast it, dude. Like,
It's like too much clutter. I can't see spells and units. It's terrible.
No. it's really bad.
I don't mind playing with it because it sort of feels like it's like the first time I installed the countdown timers on World of Warcraft when you're playing arenas and it counts everybody's cooldowns for you and you're just like, wow, great! I can see his trinkets coming up in 2 seconds. Let's kill him. You know, it reminds me of that, so I like it. But thank you, man.
Yeah, it's
You
super good for pubs.
I can't believe it took me 5 games to finally I've just been suffering the last 4 games and bottling it up, and finally I had to let it out.
Yeah, I tried one cast and made it like 10 minutes. Like, I honestly, like, I'm so used to using the names as who the hero is for the game. Like, I know the art style is Ogre this game, so whenever I see that color, I just say Ogre.
Yeah.
But, like, the models, like, it's true. The color's brutal, man. All these immortals, all these particles. Like, if I look at Drow and TA right now, like, without their names, I'm just like, okay, what? You know, in
Yeah.
the heat of battle, it's tough, dude.
Yeah, dude, I know. I have the exact same problem. It's been tripping me up this whole time. So here we go. Smoke wrap around the backside from Navi. They're out of outer towers. They're smoke with only about 5 seconds left. Let's see if they can make the jump. Limp farming on the low ground. Maybe they can grab the wisp.
Remember,
That would be
Tiny
a great
has
pick.
Aegis.
Oh, no, but it goes the other way. They find Slardar. He gets taken out of the fight before it even starts. Now Seneko gets brought down. Navi lose 2 straight away, and it's about to be 2 more. Art
They have
style
weathered
on the
the
run.
storm.
And now the relocate. BKB pop by Dendy. Hanskin, he'll heal up. And once Dendy's BKB is done, he should be in a world of hurt. Meanwhile, on the other side, relocate back out. It's still only 2-0, but remember, Navi were the aggressors there. And it completely
And they still
backfired.
have Aegis and Butterfly on Limp. This game is looking like it should be over, more than likely. Like, just taking high ground seems...
Dude,
like,
I feel like I just pooped and I didn't even know that I had to poop, you know? Like, I casting that felt so much better. I could just see their names.
I hear ya. Look
it
how
feels
fast
good.
they annihilate that.
Yeah. This one's feeling kind of dunzo. Navi
Made
still
it
have a little
past
bit of
the
hope.
drow
But
status.
yeah, 34 minutes. She's just not big enough now. You know, like what next item could you go for that would change the state of things? And I can't really think of one. You know, Butterfly, I guess maybe, but even that.
I feel like it's more on like Daneko and General, basically. Like one big Winter's Curse. If you Winter's Curse the Io, that would be pretty huge.
Yeah.
Trying to blow him up right at the start of the fight.
They
If you
have
Winter's
to-
Curse the Doom in a good moment, that could be it.
They just have to catch the initiation with Slardar. He has a 10-second BKB now. He can't get caught. He is like that key hero that has to at least stun 1 or 2 to start off the fight. If they can't find that, I don't think they really have too much hope in the rest of the engagement. 2,300 gold up on Tiny. Maybe a Moon Shard in his future before too long. And not that much time left on the Aegis. Just over a minute. So maybe they'll use it to finish off this tier 2 tower up top. Perhaps, eh?
Farm on your own. Of course, they know the Io's there. You might see them wrap around. Do they have a scan? Of course, scan's not really worth an Io kill, I don't think.
Winter Wyvern. TP's home.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Think Limp... Did he just miss that one?
I don't know.
Blink avalanche, but did not connect.
Dire's bottom tower
I guess.
is under attack.
All right. Yeah, look, they even used the scan. They're like, where the hell did that bird go? God damn.
Alright, there's Hanskin.
Stunned up.
They just gonna leave him?
He's hasted.
Oh my god.
He still lives.
Dire's bottom tower
But
They're going
down
for the
bottom.
buildings.
Yeah, it's all about the objectives. They'll finish off art style, perhaps. Nope, Limp doesn't overstep it. Focuses on the
3,
tier 3s.
4.
Bottom lane of barracks. 1, 2. Well, something like a 3-shot, 4-shot.
And I'm out. Later. Io Tiny, ladies and gentlemen.
What a combo. Yeah, 36 minutes in. I guess you can't say this is a surprise. And now Loda is just ridiculously farmed. Look at his inventory, man. He's got a Basher. Demon Edge, looking for that MKB probably.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Could even be a Daedalus. Hell, even get a Rapier. Come on, Loda.
Dire's top tower has
Actually, you know what? Deadly Rapier is not the worst idea. Actually, he needs an MKV. Never mind. Forgot.
He does have a lot
Not
of
even a
gold.
point.
Ooh.
Because, like, if you think about the math of a Rapier, what is it? It's like 300 damage, right?
350, I thought. Oh, 300. No,
330, that's what it is. So, if you have 30% evasion, then you're only doing 100. You're only getting 110 damage, right? It's 35% evasion anyway. But let's say, so you're getting like 100 damage out of a Rapier, theoretically, right? Compared to an MKB, which gives you plus 60 damage, some attack speed, and the guarantee that you're not going to miss, plus the bash chance.
But with TA, is it? What about Psyblades? Can you evade Psyblade?
Oh, I see. So if you, yeah, that's true. If you like hit the creep and then into him, then yeah, that would work.
Yes.
Meld.
So I see what you mean with that like evasion 30% like reduction thing, but in team fights, TA
I mean, good luck,
changes it.
like
I
getting
know.
that onto
I-
a tiny though.
We're like ultra theory crafting here. The MKB is safer, reliable damage on that key target. That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
All right, Navi in dire straits, down by 14K. The classic matchup. These teams know each other well. This is where Navi historically has tended to thrive with their backs up against the wall.
I wonder how many of their games have had an Io Tiny in it in El Clasico.
Probably a
Like what
disgusting
percent?
amount.
Yeah.
It's probably gross.
Or at least an Io, like TI, when Io just get traded back and forth every
Yeah.
game.
Big T rocking the moonshot there.
Wow. I wonder how many people who watch Dota now have never watched TI3 finals. Probably a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
we
so
have a
weird to
lot of
think
new
of.
spectators. You got to think some people stopped watching since then. So like,
Yeah.
It's not just a difference of how much the number's grown, but there's also some overlap there. So it's probably a fair chunk. Like TI3, like God, man, that grand finals is probably like one of my most memorable esports. Just like I can't believe how insane this is. Kind of just unmatched.
I worked until, well, I worked at 6 a.m. the next morning. 40 minutes away, but I still stayed home to watch it with my brother and my friend, and it was just like unreal. Because it ended at like, I want to say like 3 a.m. my local time. So then I drove the 40 minutes and then slept for 2 hours, and then worked roofing the whole day.
I didn't see all of it live.
I might die, but this was worth it.
Yeah, no, I didn't see all of it live. I watched some of the VODs, but I was still just like, I remember pausing it and then watching it again, like watching the $1 Million Dream Coil again, and then being like, oh,
it's so good.
It's just like mind-blowing how close that shit was. Here we go. The fight breaks out. Dendi initiated on first. EGM now the target of choice, but Ghost Scepter keeps him alive. They lose the Drow Ranger. She buys back immediately, but it is not looking good for Navi. They're just getting cleaned up slowly but surely. Dendi, BKB soon to expire. Loses his footing. It's actually a good death ward from EGM there. Pushes him back. Ditya caught by the stun. Not a game-ending fight. They end up getting a kill on Loda. It's a 1 for 3 with the buyback, but Wiggles Alliance closer to the victory point. Another successful fight, and still... Oh, it looks
Did we talk about this heart yet? When we were going on about TI3 finals?
Loader?
The IO heart?
Negative. I have not clicked on that. What in the world, Hanskin, you dog?
Oh, that's clowny.
You little devil.
I mean, obviously the regen is insane.
If you can get it, but it's more like a wisp being that far. I mean, 2 lanes of barracks up, I guess you're destined to get some farm at some point. You know, he's got 10k net worth, so.
Oh, dude, does IO always look this cool now?
What do you mean?
Like all these, like what's up with all these lines shooting out of him?
Hasn't he always had that?
But they was that bright? Did I up my graphics or something?
I don't know. I mean, they look a little bit bigger and longer than usual. Maybe they added some extra tendrils or something.
It looks pretty long.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Roche dead to the Dire. They eat the cheese. They've still got Aegis on the Drow. The fight breaks out, but do they have the damage? They're trying to get out, and it looks like everyone makes it. Wow. Okay, Navi get away with that. They get Roche. They get the Aegis. They do have to burn the cheese, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a little unfortunate, but overall, I mean, hey, that's great, dude. When you're down 2 lanes of barracks, we can just sneak out and get an Aegis on your Drow. She didn't even have to use BKB there either, so she still has her 8-second charge, and they could still take a fight if Alliance try to force it now.
I mean, is there, like, any chance they win this game, though? I have, like, completely written this off, like, 10 minutes ago.
3.5%.
Repeating.
Nope, just
no, just flat.
Just period.
Jonas is gonna like blink Shivas on like 3 heroes, and it's gonna be dope. Pretty hyped up for this.
Yeah. The only reason I think it's non-zero is because like how fast they can push, man. They have Winter Wyvern, TA, Drow Ranger. If they get a Winter Wyvern ult, take somebody out straight away, get a couple of side blades. You know, they've got an MKB now where they could kill some of these evading targets. If they win a fight, they could push up the mid and do some work. You know,
the Drow bought back
3.5, man. You know, it's pretty low.
Doom's not here.
Limp taking some damage. BKB popped by General. He gets tossed back. Relocate out. Where's the Winter's Curse? TA buys back.
The 1 buyback they have.
It's looking more grim. Why didn't they Winter's Curse though? What do you?
I think Seneko knows it has to be like perfect.
That's it. Like they're saving it for the game winner. Like the
yeah.
Okay.
Like if Winter's Curse is down and they walk high ground, what do you do?
Well, I mean that just looked like. Well, I guess they wouldn't have killed the Tiny. Okay. Yeah, maybe you should hold it.
I feel like Limp can just
smoke
this
now.
helm and
Smoke on smoke. Uh-oh. Blink on blink. Who actually gets the catch? General. He dies first. Oh, what a tough game for this Sword Art. Now Artstyle, the big bad ogre. Looks like he could be the target that falls Loda. He takes the Winter's Curse, but only get him down to about 30% HP. Does it set up the kill for Dendi? It actually does. Navi, maybe they can take this fight. Drow dies, but she's got the Aegis. Now she comes back. It's Alliance on the back foot. Silence from Drow falls a bit short. Art Style up on the high ground all by himself. He's not going to be able to make it out of this one. Now Drow jumped on by Limp. Cold Embrace. Dityara stays alive just a bit longer, but EGM dropping the Death Ward, having the dance party, demoralizing the likes of Navi into a GG. Well played, G2A.com. Takes another loss. Bummer.
That's a tough game to win for Alliance, I feel like.
Yep.
Like, despite having the Io Tiny and stuff, like, you're up against the Drow.
Did you take Alliance for number 4?
Yes, I did.
Fuck. All right.
Sorry. I took Navi.
Whoa!
I thought Navi were going to win.
I was 2 out of 4, so
nice.
That's good for me. 50%.
Yeah, I thought they... I just thought it was like the higher chance to win, but Alliance did it.
I mean, you were particularly cynical about the Doom last pick,
yeah.
which I kind of agree with. I feel like the Doom could have been kind of like any offlaner there almost. Like that could have been Axe, that could have been Darkseer, and it would have felt fairly similar. You know, that was to me more just...
There weren't a lot of impactful Dooms, were there?
Yeah, good,
I only
good
really remember
relocates,
one in a bottom fight with on the General. That's like the only one I remember. But it's hard to calculate the value of a Doom because he just like runs through the fight and is disruptive and tanky, and he has auras on him and stuff.
You're disruptive and tanky.
Yeah, thanks, man.